guys, this is JB3 and we are back with another episode of FIFA 19 Career Mode Youth Edition featuring Morecambe FC. And in this episode, we will kick off the month of November and take on number 2 in the table, Manchester City. So a good chance to kind of split ourselves away from them a little bit more by picking up 3 points and giving them another loss. Should give us 6 points above them, which would be really big here in November. And then we'll take on Rosenborg again in the Europa League matchup. We beat them 2-0 last time, so hopefully we can do that again. It give ourselves a little space in the group stage too, so hopefully we don't have to worry about those games as we get into the busy December months. So let's get into this episode, see if we can pick up some points. So we'll get into the game here against Manchester City. It will be our normal starting lineup. So let's get into this game, see if we can pick up 3 points. And we'll get this game underway. Goes up the middle. They get behind us. Aldaharni pulls him back. Gets it up to Jesus. Top of the box. Gets behind us to De Bruyne. Sane one-on-one with Wazi, but he gets the big save. Sends it over the bar. As we look back, as Mun picks up the yellow card from an earlier tackle where he takes Philly Foden out and absolutely levels him. But Awazi, the man here, as we take a look at what Mun did and absolutely just burying him, it goes out for a corner kick. Miro gets it off to Dupont. Dupont back to Miro as he runs on. He tries to push forward and gets buried in the box. Penalty! Yes! Pavard takes him down and Miro will have a chance to put it home. He hasn't had many goals. It'll be a yellow card too, so they'll answer back after Mun's hard tackle. But this one, hopefully we can make him pay. We'll switch out for Miro. Hasn't had many opportunities, but we'll have a chance to put this one home. And it's saved by Ederson, unfortunately, and they'll clear it for a throw-in. Jesus gives it off, and De Bruyne launches it into the back of the net, and all the possession finally breaks us down. 30 minutes in, it's Manchester City going up 1-0 over Morecambe FC. We just haven't even been able to get a chance to the ball, and they just keep controlling it. They finally get it off. Adebola out of position as Aldaharni tries to cover De Bruyne but can't get there in time. He launches it into the box, and Awazi can't bail us out. Fugara just goes shorts and control it off to Sarek. Sarek right on to Aldaharni. Top of the box. Sarek tries to answer and Ederson makes the save. Aldaharni gets out wide. He'll hold up, gets it off to Dupont. He'll lay it to Mun. Mun, can he avoid the defense? Slips it on. Is Sarek onside? No, he's not, right at the end of the half with an opportunity to put it home. Billy Hughes lays it into Mun. He can't control it. Can he get it forward for one last touch? No. As they blow the whistle, it'll be Morecambe FC headed to halftime, down 1-0 to Manchester City. Adebola gets it wide to Lecante. He's going to push forward here. Tries to get it onto Lekkonen. He gets it onto Dupont. Dupont, he's behind the defense, closes in on Ederson, takes the shot as he gets a big piece of it. Can't get the rebound, and it'll go out for a goal kick, it looks like. And unfortunately, Morecambe FC lose a chance to put it home and tie the game 1-1. Lekkonen gets it up to Dupont, off to Aldaharni, lets him run forward, gets it behind to Lekkonen. Lekkonen off to Dupont. No, should have just taken the shot, but he tried to get it onto Dupont for the one-timer, and it goes wide and intercepted. Billy Hughes makes the interception. He gets into the midfield. Can he do something with it? Off to Aldaharni. Can he get it to Lucero? He does. Lucero pushes forward. Can he beat Ederson? He does, and ties the game at the 89th minute. Lucero comes on as the substitute for Miro and slots it home for a 1-1 draw. We probably shouldn't have celebrated, maybe go for the win, but it's okay. We'll be happy with the tie if that's how it ends. Morecambe FC 1-1 here as Aldaharni gets it off to Lucero and just beats Ederson. We don't make the extra pass that time, and we put it into the back of the net. 1-1 Morecambe FC tied up here with Manchester City. Lecante breaks it up, gets it on to Aldaharni. He has Lucero streaking through. Can we get the win? Lucero pushing forward, looks for some room, and runs out of it. Looking for Aldaharni on the header, and he puts it home. Aldaharni sneaks it through, and Morecambe FC take the victory 2-1 over Manchester City on the final build-up of the game. Unbelievable. Lucero runs forward, has Aldaharni right in the middle, and he just gets his head behind it, beats Ederson to his right-hand side, and it's into the back of the net. Morecambe FC 2-1 over second place Manchester City. An unbelievable 2 goals in only 3 minutes, and we take the victory. That will do it. We'll get the ball rolling, and then it's time to celebrate as they will blow the whistle. Full-time Morecambe FC 2-1 over Manchester City. They tried to control the ball and not let us have any of it. They led possession-wise 66% at halftime, and they ended with 58%, 5 shots, 5 on target, but we come back in the second half, 6 shots, 5 on target, and we get the victory. It's Aldaharni, man of the match, 9.4. Lekkonen, a 6.6. Burns, 6.6. Lucero, 9.2. Dupont, 7.0. Billy Hughes, 7.0. Miro, 7.7. Sarek, 7.0. Munn, 5.7. Owazi, 7.1. Lecante, 8.0. Bugara, 7.2. Adabola, 7.0. Kumi, 7.0. And that will do it for us here against Manchester City as we stay unbeaten. So we'll get into our Europa League matchup here against Rosenborg. We'll make some changes to the lineup, just trying to get players in, make sure they get as much playing time as possible here. But we'll be Magnuson, Zayatev, Karici, and Baker across the back, with Burns, Donaghy in the middle, with O'Grady, Lekkonen, Romano, and Park leading the offensive charge. So let's get into this game, see if we can grab another 3 points here in the group, and hopefully see ourselves atop of it at the end of it. And we'll get this game underway. Burns gets it off to Donaghy. Donaghy moves up, looks for a pass, drops it off into Burns. Burns has a chance, gets it behind. O'Grady on, and gets a little too excited in the Europa League matchup and bangs it over the bar in a great position, but just sends it over the net. Zayatev out wide, sends it long. Magnuson pushing forward, drives long. He holds it up, runs out of space, looks for Park. It's loose, and Romano on the back end of it, but it's knocked away by the keeper. And an early opportunity for another goal in Morecambe FC. See it go by. Karici, a great opportunity as Fuentes makes the save. Karici just couldn't break it up in time, but Fuentes is at the back end to bail us out once again. Out for a corner here for Rosenborg. They'll send it right in, and Donaghy knocks it away right to the top, goes in and finds the back of the net. Fuentes just couldn't cover it. Thought that was going to go wide, but no, it finds that back corner and it's in. Morecambe FC down early here, 30 minutes in, 1-0 to Rosenborg after we're not able to get it clear. Donaghy gets to it, but they get the pass in, and he just launches it towards the net, and it finds the back of it on a nice strike, in fairness. Not much Fuentes could do about it after the corner's not cleared, and we go down 1-0. Oh, and it's a penalty shot. I honestly didn't say anything through that because I didn't know what happened, but somehow it's an early penalty. Rosenborg line it up. Fuentes goes the wrong way, and it's 2-0. I have no idea what happened on that, but it's a penalty, and now it's 2-0, 34 minutes in. Fuentes comes out. He looks at the ball, doesn't do anything. Zayatev just doesn't really do much with it. It goes wide of the net, and Fuentes can't make the save as it goes back into the net. And an early penalty as we're utterly confused here at the Globe Arena. Romano gets the ball, moves it up to Lekkonen. He holds up the ball, looking for a pass. Centers it to Donaghy. Takes the strike and finds the back of the net. And Donaghy drags one back here before the end of the first half. Morecambe FC now 2-1 here against Rosenborg as Donaghy comes right down the middle of the chute gets the pass from Lehkonen, top of the box, right into the back of the net, bends it perfectly around everyone. And he gets his first goal with Morecambe FC. Could be one of many as a great player for the future here. And it's Morecambe FC 2-1 before halftime. Lehkonen gets it off to Romano. He'll try and move up here, looking for some space. Lehkonen runs into him, but he'll hold up. Gets it right up to Park. Park holds, slips it on to Lehkonen. He's behind the defense, puts the strike on, and it's 2-2 Morecambe FC. Right at the end of halftime as we start stoppage time, Lehkonen puts it into the back of the net. It is 2-2. Morecambe FC, after letting up 2 early goals, have come all the way back here in the first half to tie it up at the Globe Arena against Rosenborg. A nice little play. We get Park at the top. He slips it through. The defense gets turned around, and the goalkeeper can't react in time as Lehkonen puts a powerful strike on him, right past him into the back of the net. Burns gets it up to Romano. He's going to try and push forward, and that will be the final touch of the first half. Morecambe FC tied at 2-2 here at the Globe Arena. It goes out wide, crosses in, Zayatev knocks it away, right to the top. Park races back, Lehkonen cuts him off, goes into the box. Zayatev's there, oh, but he deflects it right in front of the net. And probably should have just let it go to Fuentes, but Zayatev tries to make the block, and he does, but unfortunately it sits right there, and Fuentes can't get in front of it. It is 3-2 with a goal fest here against Rosenborg as they put it into the roof of the net and take the lead early in the second half. Burns gets it off to Lehkonen. He'll hold up, tries to slip it through onto Burns. He gets it, puts it on net, and he answers right back with a goal of his own. Burns fights through the traffic, just puts it on net, and Morecambe FC are tied 3-3 here against Rosenborg. A nice little play as Burns cuts through the defense. Lehkonen just tries to throw it onto him. It takes a deflection. He runs onto it. They can't react in time to the loose ball in the box, and the goalkeeper can't do anything about it as Burns puts it past him for another goal. Morecambe FC 3-3 now, tied with Rosenborg at the Globe Arena. Lehkonen gets the ball, holds up, lays it off to Park. Park gives it right back to Lehkonen. He pushes forward, gets it off to O'Grady, who's behind the defense. He'll take the shot. He'll put it in. Morecambe FC 4-3. And now they're on top here in the 70th minute. O'Grady gets the start and puts it in the back of the net. That might be one of his first goals as well. Might be maybe second goal with the team. And it's 4-3 in an absolute goal fest here in the 70th minute. Lehkonen fighting off the defense, controlling the ball in the midfield, and puts it on net. Morecambe FC take the lead 4-3. Udom knocks it off to Magnuson out wide. He'll try and drive. Has to hold up, though. Gives it off to Orellana. Back into Udom. Udom holds up, looking for a pass. Can he get one? Off to Donaghy, off to Romano. Romano sends it into Jessen, puts it on in into the back of the net, and Jessen gets his first goal. And it's a continued goal fest as Morecambe FC seal the victory in the 87th minute. It's Jessen putting it in. The young man from Denmark gets his first goal with the team here in Europe competitions, and Donaghy right off to Romano. He lays it in there. A perfect delivery from the pizza man to get it to Jessen, and he just gets a little help as the keeper gets a hand to it, but sends it. No, he misses it completely and finds it underneath the bar into the roof of the net. Morecambe FC 5-3. It's cleared away, but that should do it. That will be the final touch of the game. Morecambe FC come back after a 2-0 deficit and go 5-3 over Rosenborg to get the victory in the group stage and keep pace with Porto, who actually sit atop the group. It's 11 shots, 9 on target, 60% of the possession. Unfortunately, a poor defensive game may be something we have to look at in the future, but it'll be Burns with a 9.4, Fuentes a 7.3, Baker a 7.9, Karichi 8.0, Zayatev 7.7, Magnuson 8.0, Donaghy a 9.0, Udom 6.2, Romano 9.3, Orellana 6.6, O'Grady 8.4, Jessen 7.9, Park an 8.3, Lekkonen a 9.4, Burns a 9.4, and that will do it for us here at the Globe Arena. So guys, that'll do it for us here in this episode, and with the 2 victories, we see ourselves atop the group, now 2 points clear of the second best team in the group stages for the Europa League, and we see ourselves atop of the group, separating ourselves a little bit more now away from some of the other teams in the Premier League on 31 points. We're now 5 points ahead of Manchester United, and with the victory, we take a big gap over Manchester City, who is third and the second closest team, now 6 points away from us. So guys, that'll do it for us here. We have Chelsea coming up here in the next episode. That will be something to look for. They are number 5 on the table, so a good competitive team. Hopefully we can continue our winning ways. But guys, that'll do it for us here. If you did enjoy it, make sure to hit the subscribe button. It is greatly appreciated. I can't thank you guys all enough for all your support. It is truly unbelievable. I'm very thankful for all the support. And if you guys have any suggestions for the series, make sure to drop it down in the comments. And until next time, have a good one.